Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and we are live here across the pond in Week 8 as the Denver Broncos face the Jacksonville Jaguars in Wembley Stadium in England. A little bit of a morning action here in the NFL as we are across the pond for our international games. The London series where the Broncos will face the Jaguars. Broncos will go into this game down two players. Ronald Darby and Javonte Williams sustained injuries in practice this week, but the Broncos were able to win last week against the Jets, and we are live here in Week 8 as they look to get their second win in a row. And we'll start off with the football, and here comes Russell Wilson, who played a lot better last week against the Jets. Still had a couple of mistakes. He's been very interception prone the past 3 weeks, 13 interceptions on the season. We're hoping he can turn that down here across the pond. We're going to start off at their own 25-yard line. Here's Melvin Gordon, first carry of the day. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage. You're going to see a lot of Melvin Gordon today, especially with Javonte Williams out. And here he is on the pass play, 2nd and 10 out in the flats. And just like that, Broncos 3rd and 3. Jaguars bring pressure, but Wilson floats to the left side. Nice catch out there by Courtland Sutton, who had a big game last week, broke out, and is now a superstar wide receiver. He gets the first down and puts him into Jaguars territory, but on the first play of the next set of downs, it's a 3-yard loss for Gordon. 2nd and 13. How about a screen out to Melvin Gordon? He's been very involved in the game plan early. Looks like the Broncos want to get him plenty of touches today. But it's 3rd and 8 for Denver, and Wilson's going to go down, sacked up the middle. Carl Nassib was there in company, and that will be a punt away for the Denver Broncos. And that'll bring out Trevor Lawrence in the Jacksonville Jaguars offense. Last year's #1 overall pick out of Clemson, and kind of had a season we'd like to forget, one that never existed. As Trevor Lawrence last year was unfortunately undercoached, so he's played a lot better here in year 2. And he's hoping to can get back on track as there's a 7-yard pickup by James Robinson, who's a primary halfback. Next play outside, nice catch on the curl route. And just like that, Jaguars got a first down. Now their own 28, back to Robinson on the ground. And Robinson is going to get stuffed after 2. Now 2 tight end set here for Jacksonville, 2nd and 7. They're going to go play fake to Robinson. Lawrence outside the pocket. Gets hit as he throws. That one falls to the turf. And now it's 3rd and 7. Lawrence will go empty. Broncos bring 4. Lawrence has time in the pocket, and he finds his tight end across the middle. This is the new tight end, Evan Ingram, the former Giant, who has a first down. He hasn't had the most reliable hands of his career, but he's still a mismatch with his speed at tight end. Something that the Broncos have really struggled at this year is their linebackers in coverage. 1st and 10, was a give to Robinson. Now 2nd and 6. Lawrence is going to quickly scramble outside the pocket. Lawrence can move. He will run the football with his 6'6 frame. And this time he'll fall forward. Gain of 7. Hard-fought run. Moves the chains. And the Jaguars' drive stays alive. 1st and 10. Play fake wide open across the middle. Evan Ingram got away from Josie Jewell in the linebacker. There's that mismatch again. And Ingram's got Jacksonville out to the 27. Staying in the gun, it's a delayed give to Robinson, who's going to be swallowed up. Randy Gregory in the backfield, loss of 1. Now 2nd and 11. Lawrence has pressure. He tries to get away, and he somehow does. Lawrence is still on his feet with a big gain inside the 10. Breaks the tackle, still going all the way down to the 5-yard line of what should have been a sack. Instead, was a huge pickup for Lawrence. Now goal to go for the Jaguars. They bring 3 tight ends in, trying to punch it in, but he's not going to get there. DJ Jones and company with the stop. 2nd goal from the 3 now. Lawrence going to step up, keeps it, and he dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars. A methodical drive. They ate up a ton of clock. Ends up in 7 for the Jaguars offense, thanks to the rushing touchdown. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Jaguars up 7-0. Thanks to their long drive. But just like that, Broncos are on the doorstep here. 1st and goal from the 7. There's a give to Gordon, who might have got 1. Next play, Wilson back to throw. He's going to scramble outside the pocket. He's being chased, and he's going to try to pick up some yards. Might have picked up 3. But now it's 3rd and goal for Denver. Wilson to throw. He's got pressure in his face, and he's going to go down. Sacked down by Javon Hargrave up the middle. And Broncos will only end up in 3. So now a 7-3 lead here for the Jaguars. Their next drive, 2nd of the day. It's a 1st and 10. Lawrence tries to run with it instead. He runs right into the arms of DJ Jones, who brings him down for a sack of 2. Now 2nd and 12. Lawrence in the pocket. It's going to roll out to his right. Somehow escapes. He's looking to extend the play again. He slides down in front of Surtain. And now it's 3rd and 4. Bunch to Lawrence's left. 4-man rush from Denver. Lawrence stays in the pocket, checks it down to Etienne, his former college teammate out of Clemson as well, who missed all of last year with an injury. This is kind of like his rookie season. He gets the first down. So Lawrence goes back underneath center here, but still looking to throw left side. Couldn't connect outside with Marvin Jones. That'll be an incomplete pass. They go back to the ground here, 2nd and 10. Robinson met up the middle, might have picked up one, and now it's a 3rd and 10 for Jaguars. Lawrence by himself in the pocket, doesn't like what he sees, is going to roll out to his right. He's going to get chased, but this time he can't get away. Bradley Chubb with the initial hit, Randy Gregory with the finish. And that's a punt away for the Jaguars. And already inside 5 minutes to go here in the first half. It's been a quick ball game as both teams' defensive look pretty good. 2nd and 11, handoff to Gordon. Tries to get right side. Still trying to get him going, but it's been very hard. 12 carries, only 43 yards so far today. And now a 3rd and 7 for Wilson. Floats it over the middle. Was looking for Albert Okawebanum, but that one got batted down. They'll punt it away, and now it's a 2-minute warning drill for Jaguars. But they were stuffed in their own goal line. So they punt it right back to Denver. KJ Hamler back at the 50. So the Broncos will start off in pretty good field position. It'll be in plus territory. As the Jaguars do get the ball at half, so the Denver trying to put up some points here other than just a field goal in the first. 1st and 10. Nice pass out the right side. Beautiful catch by Tim Patrick over the head of the defender. Beautiful throw by Wilson. Next play, trying to go draw here to Gordon, trying to catch the defense sleeping. He does get 6, one of his better runs of the day. So now 2nd and 4. Wilson in the pocket is starting to collapse. He's going to try to scramble. Looks to throw it away, but he can't get rid of it. Too fast was Josh Allen. Wilson takes the huge sack. And that was 3rd and 19. They're maybe not even in field goal range. Wilson to throw. Going to throw it for Judy. He's going to have it about the 35. That'll be well shy of the marker, but it will put the Broncos in range for a 52-yarder. And Brandon McManus hits it up and good, making a 7-6 game going into the half. Pretty low-scoring affair here, but who will be able to fly back to the States with the W? We'll have to find out in the second half. Well, this is the early game here on Sunday, so there's no really scores to take a look at. The only score is the one down below, but I will say, for some reason, that is actually not correct. So the Ravens and the Buccaneers are not in 17-13. We'll touch on that one more after this game. But the Jaguars starting off here in the second half with the football, as Lawrence quickly hits his man Laviska Shenault for a first down. See if Denver could get a stop here, potentially take the lead, as there's Shenault again on the crossing pattern, picks up 5. 2nd and 5. Lawrence going to throw it again. Jaguars like trusting Lawrence with his arm, and that's why another pass out in the flats. And Lawrence was starting to click on all cylinders here. At his own 46, they give it delay give to Etienne, who checks into the ball game, and he's going to have a nice carry here on his 2nd of the day. He picks up 7. Etienne stays in here on 2nd and 3. This time Lawrence is going to keep it, but the Denver defense is all over it. Nice coverage there. And now it's 3rd and 2. Lawrence with his arms going to throw it right side. Has a man at the sticks, and they're not going to give it to him. Marks him a yard shy, 4th and 1, but Jacksonville's going to go for it. They come in, goal line package, toss outside to Robinson. He's going to get there. Powers through a couple of defenders, keeps the drive alive for Jacksonville. And now on 1st and 10, Lawrence to throw again. Another crossing pattern. This is Laviska Shenault again, who breaks a couple tackles and keeps going out to the 22. He's been very busy on this drive. It's the 3rd catch for Shenault. New set of downs. Lawrence, quick pass out to the right side. It's a tight end, Farrell. And Farrell's going to rumble to the 1-yard line. Goal to go now for Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence is on fire. But on 1st and goal, they go play fake, and not fooled is Alex Singleton. He brings down Lawrence on the well-timed blitz. Nice right up the gut. And now it's 2nd and goal from the 9. 4th sack of the day for Denver. They're going to trust Etienne on the ground to get a little bit more, and he will get 3. And now at the 6. Lawrence to throw. Quick step. Fires across the middle. Wide open. Laviska Shenault for a touchdown. How about a drive for Shenault? It's been kind of quiet all day. Then all of a sudden pops off here. Puts the Jaguars up 14-6. So Denver, who has struggled again on offense today, looks to get creative here. There's a jet sweep to Cortland Sutton. Haven't seen that this year. 2nd and 4. They go back to Sutton, this time on the slant pattern. Wide open in the middle of the field. He gets him out to the 46. Russell Wilson's been very efficient today. They just had a hard time moving the ball in the red zone. New set it down. Still trying the run game. Not going to work again. Hargrave and Allen all over that one. Gordon might have got back to the line. Now 2nd and 10. Wilson play fake to Gordon. He's going to try to take a shot downfield, and he overthrows KJ Hamler. He was well covered anyway. And it's 3rd and 10 for Denver. Wilson left side. There's that Sutton corner route. Perfectly run. Hits him on the money. And that's a new set of downs for Denver. They keep this drive alive. Now at the 35 of Jacksonville. 1st and 10. In the flats, there's KJ Hamler, who picks up 3. 12 for 15 days so far for Wilson. 2nd and 7, another play fake. Wilson trying to take another shot downfield. Has a man, and he overthrows him to the sideline. He had him open. Coach Nathaniel Hackett unhappy about that one, as that was a big miss. And on 3rd and 7, Wilson is brought down for the sack. Untouched was Jayon Brown. They brought 1 too many to pick up, and Wilson could get the ball out. That is a sack, and it forces the Broncos out of field goal range. So Martin will punt this one back, trying to pin Jacksonville deep, and he does. Another beautiful kick. Downs him at the 1. Safe to say Jacksonville couldn't get anything done with that drive, and that'll actually take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Jacksonville up 14-6. Broncos only down by 8, and they are in plus territory. At the 24-yard line here, 1st and 10. Wilson quick pass to Albert Okwuegbunam, who runs forward for a gain of 13. Broncos have done a pretty decent job moving the football today. They've just struggled here in the red zone. We'll see if they can turn their fortunes around, as there's another connection to Albert, gain of 5. Wilson now goes underneath center, going to try to give it to Gordon on the ground. He's going to run it right side, and he's not going to get in, but he's going to get a 1st down. So now it's goal to go for the 1 here for Denver. They need to punch it in here. Instead, Russell Wilson will throw it away. 2nd and goal, another pass play here. Wilson doesn't like what he sees, throws this one away. So 2 incomplete passes on the 1. 3rd and goal, they finally give it to Gordon, and Jacksonville's all over it. Stuffs him behind the line. Nassib was there, as a bunch of others, and Denver's going to go for it. 4th and goal, wide open in the end zone, but he misses Cortland Sutton. 1st and goal at the 1. Denver had 4 shots at it, and they couldn't punch the football in. Came up with no points. They do get the punt from Jacksonville, but on the next play from offense, Wilson is picked off. Tried to find Sutton, instead found the 2nd-year man out of Syracuse, Andre Cisco, stepping in for the injured Andrew Wingard. Wilson had a man right in his face that affected the throw. It ended up right in the hands of Jacksonville. So Denver's offense continues to sputter in this game. And now Jacksonville with an 8-point lead, trying to do something with this turnover, as there's a quick gain of 5. 2nd and 5 now, back to Robinson on the ground. Nice hole up the middle. There's James Robinson getting downfield into Denver territory. He's had a pretty decent game today. Him and Etienne have been a nice 1-2 punch for Jacksonville. Speaking of Etienne, he checks in, but Lawrence pulls it back. And here's been the other best runner of the day, Trevor Lawrence, 55 yards on 6 rushes and a touchdown. Trevor Lawrence done a very good job today, both throwing and running it. 1st and 10 now from the 25. Lawrence overthrows his man at the sticks. That's an incomplete pass. Now 2nd and 10. Tight formation here. Lawrence to throw out of it. Surveys across the middle. Has a man at the 2nd level. Nice throw. Pitch and catch. It's a fumble. Puts the ball on the ground, but he does regain it. So 1st and goal now for the Jaguars, looking to add some more points to their lead. They're going to hand it off to Robinson, who squeaks by for a gain of 2. And now from the 7, Lawrence, quick pass across the middle into the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars. It's Laviska Shenault again. 2nd touchdown of the day for Shenault. Extends the lead now 21-6 for the Jaguars. And we're at the 2-minute warning. Denver needs something, and they need it quick. 3rd and 13. Wilson downfield, had a man Sutton, but he stepped out of bounds. Couldn't get both feet in. Wilson overthrew him. And now 4th and 13. Could be the game. Wilson strikes to Jerry Jeudy. Nice up the seams. Jeudy holds on, and now it's goal to go for Denver at the 9. Next play from scrimmage, Wilson to the back pylon. This time does connect. Albert Okwuegbunam gets both feet in bounds. Touchdown for the Broncos. They bring it within 9. Don't elect to go for 2 yet. They kicked the extra point, so they're still down by 8, 21-13. And Denver's going to try the onside kick, try to get the football back. They're lined up. Manus with the boot, and ends up right in the hands of Travis Etienne, who fields, and he actually runs forward, almost puts Jaguars in field goal range. So Denver needs a stop here to keep their chances alive. First and 10, handoff Robinson. He's got space up the middle, picks up a gain of 8. Denver will use a timeout, but they can't allow a first down. Second and 2, back to Robinson. He powers forward through the arms of DJ Jones for a first down. And that'll be how this one ends. Jacksonville Jaguars win it here in London. Final score 21-13. Jaguars snap a 2-game losing streak, while the Denver Broncos can't get a streak going. They fall back to 500, now 4-4 on the season. Overall, the story of this game was our inefficiency in the red zone. Could not come up with points. I mean, we had goal to go from the 1, and we couldn't get the ball in. I think it was even at the half-yard line. It wasn't even a full yard. Just poor play calling by me. Just couldn't get it done. But we moved to 4-4. We did have a question from the coach who says it's been an up and down first half of the year. What do you expect in the second half? I do think we're still a playoff team. I think we can still get a push there. So that's what I'm hoping we can do. Here scores week 8 around the NFL. I told you we had the early game, so we couldn't really see anything. I told you the Ravens-Buccaneers game was wrong on the ticker because the Buccaneers actually won that game 21-13. Not sure if that's a bug in Madden or what, but the Ravens, the last undefeated team, are undefeated no more. Tom Brady and the Bucs give the Ravens their first loss of the season in a pretty solid performance. Look at this score. Cardinals beat the Vikings 34-2. The Vikings got 2 points in the first quarter and never got another one. Kirk Cousins was abysmal. 2 interceptions and 98 yards passing. That is atrocious. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings, they need to hit the reset button, while the Cardinals get a much-needed win to keep their slim playoff hopes alive. And speaking of wins, the Texans finally get in the win column. The last winless team gets their first win, so nobody's winless, nobody's undefeated. The Texans beat the 1 seed from last year, 28-21 over the Titans, so a big win for Houston as they get their much-needed first win of the season here in Week 8. Players of the week, Kyler Murray, we saw his stat line against Minnesota. He was enough. Mac Jones, 3 touchdown passes for the Patriots, while 2 interceptions for both Dante Jackson and Bobby Okereke were able to get them defensive players of the week. One of Jackson's was actually also a pick 6. Well, next week we finally get our bye week, Week 9 bye. So our first recap of the season is going to be next episode. We're going to look at a little bye week recap. We did just have the trade deadline. It was a pretty busy deadline around the league, so we'll take a look at all the moves, see where the Broncos stand, kind of recap the season so far, look at stats, look at the standings, all that good stuff. Look at the draft picks, the prospects for the very first time. So hope you guys enjoyed the episode, though. Sorry we couldn't get a win across the pond. I hope you guys are enjoying the series, though. I am having a good time playing these games, and hope you guys are enjoying them as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop that like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.